Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am the Pink Flamingo, and we're going to be doing a reading on Kayla Nicole and Travis Kelce. Now, before I start that, guys, I just want to thank you guys for all the subscriptions and all the comments, all the likes, and all the views because you guys don't have to really go that extra mile to do that. So when you do it, it does mean a lot, and it kind of encourages me to continue to make content because I don't really want to be one of those content creators who have subscribers, but I don't put anything out. So it's kind of giving me a bit of responsibility to make sure that I do that for you guys. Okay. So I really appreciate that. Hopefully one day, we'll grow our subscriber count. I don't know how many subscribers I need, but at some point when we could do lives, I'll be really excited to do that with you guys, okay? So back to what we came to do, which is Kayla Nicole and Travis Kelce. So I want to go into a quick read as to what it is that Kayla is feeling right now in terms of how she feels. And then I kind of want to tap into my other oracle here and see if it'll tell me anything about their direct relationship when it happened, right? When it was going on, right? So I'm just going to see if my cards right here will tell me anything. Let me see if I can slice first so I can get a good mix. Because I like to do that a lot, guys. That's my thing. Okay. But yeah, I kind of felt bad for Kayla with the whole breakup thing. I felt like so many people kind of went into her DMs and kind of attacked her for like nothing, if that makes sense. As a woman who already had it bad enough and she had like a 5-year relationship with this man, and then having to watch him on television with a high profile celebrity. And it's not like, you can run away from it. Because, like, if you turn on the news, oh, there they are. You go on the internet, it's like, there they are. So, can you imagine never being able to block your ex or like unplug from him because he's always freaking there? Most of us would lose it. To be quite honest, I know I'd lose it. I'd be irritated. I'd be like, so I can't imagine what she went through. And I'm sure it's still to a degree damaging to her, right? So I just want to see how she's feeling these days. I'm a little concerned for Kayla. She looks good though, nonetheless, on social media. She's beautiful. She's always dressed up. She looks really nice. Oh, something came out. Let's see. Okay. Wow, guys. Okay. So these are some interesting cards that actually came out. So I got intimacy. It just fell out. So I'm just going to read them. Okay. Mutual respect, unity, and closeness. I got missing you. Let's talk. Reunion. Girl. And I got the distance, right? Divorce, ghosted, and separation, which is what she's going through right now with having that breakup with him. Okay, I'll put these on the stand, guys. I feel like that's something that wanted to fall out the deck together. And it makes all the sense in the world together. So we're going to keep that, okay? Let's pull a couple more cards and see if there's anything else we can kind of find out. Oh, another 2 set fell out. Okay, well, cards just keep falling out tonight. Okay, what's going on here? Oh. So clearly she's saying she's too busy. Moved on. Nothing to say. Stop calling. Wow. Okay. I'm getting a lot of different feelings here. A lot of different feelings at once. I'm actually kind of getting a story out of this, guys. But let me pull my last card and see what comes out of this. Okay, makes all the sense in the world. Burn bridges, lack of trust, disloyal, turn back on. Okay. So what I picked up, guys, from the vibe, okay, is when her and Travis ended their situation, it seemed like they had a mutual respect for each other, which makes all the sense in the world because she was just at the Super Bowl and she was kind of talking to Mahomes' little brother, allegedly. And I know that she kept in contact with Mahomes, which is Travis Kelce's teammate. And she kept friendships with them until Taylor kind of came around. So, as some of you guys may know, when they broke up, Kayla and Travis didn't like lose connection right away. And it wasn't like Travis had broken up with Kayla and had just went on to Taylor Swift. Like they were broken up, I believe, for even over a year, right? A year and a half, even two, before he even had met Taylor Swift. So what this card has given me is that they were cool with each other, right? They had this whole situation where it's like, oh, I'm missing you. Let's possibly do this. Let's get back together. Right? But the energy I'm picking up, guys, is out of nowhere after they may have talked about getting their relationship back on track. He kind of ghosted her. He separated himself from her. And time came up, guys. Delay, procrastination, too busy. This was his excuse. Oh, I'm too busy. Right? So with the separation, he gave her that I'm too busy crap. After a while, Kayla was like, and when he was giving her that too busy, it could have either been A, he had moved on with his life, or it could be he had started his relationship with Taylor Swift at the time. But she said, okay, well, you're out here with Taylor Swift or you're out here with another woman and you don't want this reunion to happen between us. So guess what? I'm blocking you. We're done. Stop calling. I moved on. I got nothing to say. You guys get that? Okay. And of course, she feels like he burnt his bridges with her. She has lack of trust. She finds him disloyal, and she feels like he turned his back on her. Thank you, Spirit, for communicating that. All right, so we got a good read, guys, out of the vibe, okay? And those cards kind of just fell out, and I just, I just felt like that's what Spirit wanted me to read to you guys, and it made all the sense that they fell out. Okay. So I'm going to go into the true emotional, guys, and see if there's something that I can learn about the situation. I'm actually out here trying to look for my lighter. Okay, well, I don't know where that thing is. So anyways, guys, nonetheless, I could do this. Okay, I wanted to kind of just sage. All right, guys. So we're going to go into the true emotional. It's going to do some cleansing here and see what Spirit will tell us about that relationship between her and Travis. I personally don't feel and you know what? I'll actually save my commentary to the end, so I won't even say anything. But I'll tell you guys what I think after my reading so that I don't come off biased. And, I'd like to keep it that way. All right, guys. So let's see what Spirit wants to tell us about their relationship. And, guys, this is going to be a really quick read. So it's not going to be anything too crazy like I normally do. Just a quick little fun read so we can get some tea on this situation. And this video is not really about Taylor Swift, just more so to do with their relationship in the past. And what it was that broke them up, right? Because I'm curious. They were together for 5 years. Okay. All right, Spirit. Let's do some slicing. Now, I'll be honest with y'all. I don't know how Kayla sat around for 5 years. Now, I know love be getting you that way sometimes. But ladies, take it from me. If a man makes you wait 5 years, which, listen, don't let him make you wait 5 years. Pink Flamingo told you so. Don't. If a man hasn't figured out by year 2 where he wants to be, where he doesn't want to be is with you. Pack them bags up, girl, and go. Okay? Leave him. And if it's your house, kick him out. But he should know. 2 years is long enough. 5 years, way too long. Way too damn long. Okay? I'll give the men 2 years. Okay? Your first year of dating, all right, you're trying to see where it goes. Year 2, you might. But I think after 5 years, if you're really looking for marriage, now some people are not looking for marriage, so it doesn't matter. But for the people who are trying to get married and that's your goal as a woman, I think a man should know by year 2 whether, marriage is for you guys or not. No? I just think it's crazy that a man should know this. And if you've already dated him and you've had that understanding that we're dating for marriage, then he should propose by year 2. It's very different if you guys are just dating and it's like one of those things where you don't know if you guys want to get married or you don't want to get married and you're not sure. Then, it is what it is. You continue to do your thing. But if you have those particular requirements, don't play with them out here. Don't play with them. I'm sorry, men. For all the men that come and subscribe, I'm sorry, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to give that advice to the ladies. I'm never going to tell them, just wait until they figure it out. No, if that's your goal, that's your requirement, that's your expectation, make sure that they follow through. Or simply walk away and let them chase you. If they don't chase, then you got your answer right there. That's how I feel. All right, guys, let's see what Kayla and Travis were up to. All right, Spirit, please tell me about Kayla Nicole's relationship with Travis, Kelce. Ooh. Oh, I'm going to keep those 2. Well, you know what? I'm not surprised because that's what's going on right now. Okay. All right, guys. All right, so if you guys are curious to know, I got the losing sleep. Okay. Worried, replaying events, thinking about you. And that came up with the drinking and the toxic lifestyle. Now, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to Taylor Swift and Travis, where there's been a whole lot of drinking and partying. Now, I don't got nothing against it. I guess they got money and all that. But I can see where this would affect Kayla's relationship with him, especially when it doesn't come off as if she's that kind of a woman, and the thing about it is, guys, when these athletes have this particular lifestyle and they're out in the bars and they're drinking, they're coming all hours, they're coming in all hours of the night, right? That's enough to make any woman who's in a relationship that cares about you be stressed out, lose sleep. Let's pull another card, guys. See what else went on in this relationship. Ashamed, guilt, embarrassed, in the wrong. Okay. So what I'm taking from that, guys, is just like any pro athlete, he was busy in these streets, right? As you can see, the club life came up and the guilt came up with it. What was you up to, Travis? You know what I mean? Were you just busy being the whole, that jock? Because I'll be honest, guys, and I'll tell you guys the truth. And this is before the whole Taylor Swift thing came off, because I told you I'll save my opinions. But since this came up, I'd like to elaborate on it. Kayla's first breakup wasn't just like 2 years ago. She had broken up with him, like, I think 4 years ago, maybe like 2 years into the relationship, I'd say. And it had to do with a rumor that was going around at that time that he had met some girl at the bar, allegedly, and had slept with her. And Kayla had found out about it. Now, I'm sure Kayla knows that in that particular lifestyle, because men do that when they have this particular type of money. It is what it is. It's part of their lifestyle. But I don't know if he was being disrespectful when he was doing it. Because I'll say this, guys. I'm going to do a lot of celebrity readings. And when I do these readings, we have to take ourselves out of the frame that these men and these women have normal relationships like we do. Because they don't. A lot of these relationships are open because these guys have money, right? These athletes, these Hollywood actors and singers and rappers, these politicians that are all high profile, their women get accustomed to them being open. But what their women don't like is when the disrespect comes with the relationship being open, right? So it's like, if you do your business in secret, I'm okay with it. Just don't let it get back to me and my friends. Just don't embarrass me in these streets. So what I think occurred at that time was it got into these streets. It got into these streets to the point where it was circulating, right? So, guys, I don't know if that's what that spirit's referring to. Running. She sure did. She took off running from that situation because she ended it. What else came up? What's up coming up? She felt like a jackass. Of course you would. I would too. Spiritual gifts. Now, I don't know what that means, but maybe Kayla was tapping into her spirituality at the time. Or what that could also mean, guys, even though I'm here reading cards, it doesn't mean that other people aren't intuitive. So maybe there's a possibility that what she heard, she could confirm it, right? Maybe she knew internally on a spiritual end that this had occurred. And that's what Spirit's trying to convey to me. Secrets. So definitely there's secrets in this relationship. And her being spiritually gifted, she may have known this. She may have known a lot of his secrets. I don't know if you guys can see some of this stuff. All right, hit me again. Oh, I love you. Which makes all the sense in the world because they reconnected and they got back together. I feel like Spirit is telling me about their first breakup that I did hear about in these streets. All right, what else? A love message. That one always gets you every single time, doesn't it? All right, I'm going to pull a couple more cards, guys. But I think Spirit is telling me about that first breakup that they had. And I am learning that Kayla's spiritually gifted. The things you find out when you start doing readings about people. All right. What else happened in this relationship, Spirit? We got secrets. We got I love you. Was there a wedding? An engagement? Like, what was Travis trying to do here? We trying to get the tea. Okay, let's see what we pull, guys. Let's see what Spirit's going to let us pull. Oh, getting readings. It be like that, don't it? When you got that man and you gotta like figure out what he's up to. That spiritual part of you might tap in to want to get readings. Okay, Kayla, this is what you was up to. Okay. What else? I miss you. I get her energy from this. As if like she knew he was no good, but she couldn't walk away from it, so she stayed, which kind of explains why she put up with it for the rest of the other few years. Okay, what else we got? She's living in the moment with him. It's like that when you be with athletes. They got the yachts, they got the money, they got the mansions, the nice cars. And to be honest with you guys, when I used to follow Kayla on social media, this is before Taylor Swift, her and Travis used to do a lot of things together. They used to go hiking, they used to go fishing. There was a lot of stuff that they did together as a couple. Cope. I want to see if I can pull that card and see what comes up with that. Wow, backstabbing. Okay, so she found herself in a hole somewhat drinking to kind of cope with all this other stuff that he was doing. Pain, cheating, deception, mind games, and love bombing her. That's very common. Very common with athletes. Very common with high profile men in general. Let me pull this last card and see what I get. Shady. I think Spirit has conveyed enough to me about this relationship, guys. And my candles have blown out at the same time. So, the reason why I wanted to do this reading, guys, is I am going to do a reading on Taylor Swift and Travis. But what I want to say is this, and this is before I put my opinion in it, right? I wanted Spirit to be able to tell me some stuff before I gave y'all my opinion on this whole thing with Kayla and him. Now, a lot of people are pinning Kayla against Taylor Swift, and they're like, well, Taylor Swift is the better woman. And, oh, forget that. Travis never wants to get back with Kayla. Well, if that's the case, he might be doing her a favor. Because from what we're seeing in these cards, Travis is no prize. And if you guys love your girl Taylor, you might not want him for her either. But I'll tell you this. I've always gotten that energy, and I'm going to do the reading. I'm going to do the reading on Taylor to his relationship. But as you guys have seen throughout many readings, there's a lot of karmic energy that takes over people's relationships. And I believe Travis's karma is coming. And for some reason, I can't help but to think Taylor is his karma. Because I'll tell you this right now. People are worried about Taylor Swift's heart being broken, and I don't think she's going to be the one with the broken heart. I think Travis, with his ego, is going to set his standards so high and his expectations so high that he thinks that he's going to be with Taylor in a particular way. And as we know, Taylor Swift don't play that game. That's the one thing I can say I respect about Taylor Swift is she knows how to move on when it ain't right. People can say what you want about her, but the woman is $1 billion woman and she doesn't have to put up with stuff, and she won't. Now, if Travis is riding her coattail in terms of, oh, I'm going to get put on, oh, baby, your karma might come. Taylor might end up just having fun with you the same way you were having fun with Kayla for 5 years. Now, as y'all saw in the vibe, and let me see if these cards are still on the top so we can take a look into them. They sure are. Okay, these were the cards that came up, guys, for them. She left that relationship with mutual respect for him, as you guys remember, okay? missing you, right? So they had plans to get back together at some point. And this is why Kayla's heartbroken. But of course, he ghosted her, right? Instead of probably trying to keep it real with her, he ghosted her. He did that whole thing. Oh, I'm busy. I'll get back to you. So instead of being the right kind of man and ending his situation with her, he played her. The same way he played her for 5 years, he also was about to waste her time with the waiting game. So truth be told, guys, when people are on the internet streets and they're saying, "Oh, he never wants to get back with Kayla," there might be some lies to that. If Kayla allows him to waste another year of her life, he'll take it. But it seems like she knows better now. People are saying that she's over here doing things to get his attention. Spirit is saying that he's blocked. She wants nothing to do with this. She might have learned her lesson, finally. And the reason why she learned her lesson is because he turned his back on her. There's only so many times a man can do you wrong before you learn your lesson. And speaking of lessons, Taylor Swift might be his. But I wanted to do this reading, guys, because I be coming across a lot of these different people doing readings on Kayla, Taylor Swift, and Travis. And it seems like Kayla always gets the L of it all. And as a woman, I had to tap into the cards because Travis has always given me uck boy energy. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, put the F in front of it. He always gives F boy energy. So for me, and I know I keep my opinions out of this, guys, I'm giving commentary right now, but no woman deserves an F boy. Not Taylor Swift and not Kayla. So for all the people out there that's always bashing Kayla, just play this, play my reading back on replay. Look at the cards coming out. Okay? Do you want this in your life? Do you want this in your life? Do you want this? Does Taylor need this? Does any woman need this? I don't know, y'all. Do we need it? Because I'm telling you, we pulling out some of these cards. Do we need it? Anyways, guys, this concludes my reading on who he really is. But I will be doing a reading on just his relationship with Taylor because I'm curious to see whether it's going to lead to marriage because everyone's saying the wedding bells are ringing. I don't see it. I don't foresee it, guys, but Spirit might tell me something different. But deep down inside, I really feel like Taylor Swift is that man's karma. Like you guys always hear me say, you play an ugly game, you win an ugly prize. Not once, not twice, but it seems like at least 3 times he left Kayla on like red, including wasting 5 years of her life. And who knows? Who knows, right? What did we see in here that I just saw that he was doing all of this? He was doing all of this with her, okay? All of this with her, guys. All of this, okay? He was doing the I miss yous, the I love yous. He was giving her we're living in the moment. Only to have all this at the end of that. Now, I don't know what woman deserves that. But if y'all think he's a prize, I'm going to say Kayla might have dodged a big one. And Taylor Swift, to be honest, I'm not worried about Taylor Swift because I really think she's going to handle him. But anyways, guys, this concludes my reading on Kayla Nicole's relationship with Travis Kelce and what the inside of that relationship looked like when they were together. And I don't see any great cards coming out. You know, there is I love you, there is I miss you, but as you guys can see, there was no pop the question. There was nothing that really gave us anything that showed that he wanted anything long term with her. Not one single card that I seen that was like long term. We didn't get the family card. We didn't get pop the question. We didn't get the married. Just nothing. So he literally wasted this woman's time. But of course, Spirit confirmed he loves bomb. He loved bombs. So it all makes all the sense in the world why she stayed in that position. But, you know, in the vibe, it's letting us know she blocked him. And I hope she keeps him blocked. Because the minute I feel that Taylor throws him back to the wolves, I feel he gonna be picking up that phone. Because from what Spirit is saying, right before he met Taylor, it seems like him and her were planning a reunion. But something caught his attention. He got too busy. I believe it was Taylor. And I think that's why Kayla Nicole was so hurt. So for us, we're like, oh girl, why you mad? You've been broken up with this man 2 years. Yeah, but it seems like they were still in contact. They were still talking to each other. They were still having plans to get back together. And it seems to me that this jackass got with Taylor Swift out of nowhere. And that's what caught her off guard. And that's what made her go into like this spiral where she was writing like that letter or that poem or whatever on Instagram or whatever. Like, even though it was 2 years and we were like, you're done in 2 years, it wasn't just like that. It was fresh to her, which means they were in contact. So now this all makes sense to me. He plays ugly games, guys. But I'll be doing his reading on Taylor Swift and them together, and I want to see if they end up getting married or whatever it is. But yeah, so far I'm not impressed by Travis. I'm not. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry I don't have better news for you. And no, this is not a Travis bashing session. I just pull cards. But deep down inside, I knew there was a layer of stank to him. Only because I was aware of it prior to him getting with Taylor Swift. Right? So, anyways, guys, thank you for checking out this reading on Travis and Kayla's relationship. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, leave your comment down below. Did you guys hear any tea in these streets about Travis before he got with Taylor? Or were you just introduced when he got with Taylor Swift? Do you think that him and Taylor make a great couple? Or do you think Taylor will be his karma? Or do you think he'll do the same things that he did to Kayla to Taylor and get away with it? Or do you think that this relationship is brand new and Travis is a brand new man? And maybe he's learned his lessons and maybe he won't do the same things again. He won't repeat the same things again. I don't know, guys, but leave the comments down below because over here we do some real talking. We air it out, okay? All right, guys. Well, thank you once again for checking out my video. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.